Hey everyone, this is Kellyanne, the High Priestess, bringing you divine messages. Thank you for tuning into the channel today. This is going to be your weekly reading for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Gemini. I've already pre-shuffled with your energy so that we can get started. Just as a plug to my channel, if you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscription button if you are enjoying my readings and the services that I'm providing. You can also give me a thumbs up. That would really help me out also here on YouTube. I also have opened up personal readings again. So if you are interested, please find the information and the fee schedule in the description box, okay? All right, so let's get started. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my ancestors and loved ones that have crossed. Thank you for this gift of divination, and thank you for your blessings and for your protection today. As I attempt to clarify and interpret these messages and advice that you are channeling through me today, Spirit, I ask that you please be as specific as possible so that I may interpret your messages correctly and provide accurate guidance to my seekers, my Gemini audience. Okay, so let me go ahead and just move my keyboard out of the way. I don't need that. Okay, Spirit, can I please have energy for my Gemini viewers? What is currently going on with Gemini? What is happening with my Gemini viewers right now? Okay. So far we have the King of Swords. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Current energy for Gemini, please, Spirit. Current energy for Gemini, please, Spirit. Current energy for Gemini, please, Spirit. Thank you. We have the Strength card, Major for Leo. Gemini, Spirit, please. Current energy for Gemini, please. Current energy for Gemini, please. Current energy for Gemini, please. Thank you. We have the Ten of Wands. Spirit, can I have energy indicative of obstacles or challenges right now for Gemini, please? Obstacles or challenges for Gemini. Thank you. We have the Ten of Cups. Oh, sorry, the Five of Cups in reverse. So let's take a look at what has come out for you. Geminis, I feel like right now you're really having a hard time moving past a sense of grief or sorrow that you have experienced in your recent past. That has to do with the possibility of somebody leaving or walking away from a relationship. It could actually have to do with the actual passing of somebody. But I'm picking up a very strong sense of sorrow here, sense of grief, sadness. And I feel like you just want to put that behind you, but you're having such a hard time letting it go. You're having a hard time dealing with this level of emotional distress. And I feel like it's been very difficult for you to get over what happened. Okay. Now, I do feel that somebody here, this could be you with this King of Swords. This is air energy. So this could be Gemini. It could also be Libra or Aquarius energy. Somebody here has been doing a lot of thinking about a situation here. Somebody here is trying to make logical sense of possibly what happened. Somebody here is trying to be objective in the way that they problem solve and be objective in their decision making moving forward. But again, it's posing as your challenge because you're having such a hard time leaving your emotions out of everything right now. You want to move past the pain, you want to move past the sadness and the grief so that you can continue on in a forward manner with your life, but you're having such a hard time, you know, actually doing that, like leaving your emotions out of this. Okay. I feel like the hard part is over. I feel like you've already put down this emotional or psychological burden and that chapter has closed and that event has already happened. But at the same time, I feel like it's still carrying over into your current emotional state or your current, psychological state. I feel like it's causing you to continue to feel burdened, right? And I feel like you've had to really rely on your own self to get over this. Possibly you did not have a lot of support, but I feel like on some level you do feel successful for getting through this. But at the same time, I feel like you continue to need to use that strength, to use that inner guidance that you have been exhibiting all along to continue to move past this pain. Because like I said, I still feel like it's still here. I still feel like that sense that, this was very traumatic for you, very heavy. And I feel like you're having such a hard time just leaving it and letting it go and having more of a positive outlook. And because of this, I feel like sometimes you just feel like throwing in the towel. You're like, you know what? I've been through enough. I've suffered enough. It's almost like having a little bit of like PTSD, right? And I just feel like you're just ready to like give up. You're just ready to like, abandon ship here because you just like can't take one more thing. That's how I feel. Um, I want to clarify some of these cards, and then what I'll do is we'll move into your near future energy to see what's up, okay? So, actually, let me use this deck for that. Spirit, can you please clarify the Five of Cups for Gemini? Clarify the Five of Cups for Gemini, please. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is exactly what I was saying. There's a lot of inconsistent energy here in terms of your emotion, excuse me, in terms of your ability to process and express your emotion. I feel like one minute maybe you were feeling very romantic and maybe you were feeling like very loving toward a person, but then possibly that energy was pulled back and it left you feeling very, very confused. It's possible that maybe somebody um, maybe proposed to you or talked about plans moving forward, wanting to take the commitment to the next level. They express feelings of love for you, and there was a lot of like passion and romance here involved in this endeavor, and then somebody maybe turned around and pulled that energy back and decided that they didn't want to, move forward with this, and as a result there was a huge sense of loss, a huge sense of disappointment that left you feeling full of heartbreak and sorrow, and you're still having such a hard time, letting that go. I feel like you've given up, on the prospect of love, possibly. And I feel like you've spent so much time thinking about it that you're just done. Like you don't want to think about it anymore. Um, I also feel like right now you're having a very hard decision or a very hard time making a decision about what you want to do next, how you want to proceed, because you realize that you can't really stay in the current emotional state or place that you're in right now because it's just too painful and you just want to like get rid of that and throw in the towel. But at the same time, you are very wary about, what path to take for yourself, what that looks like, the unexpected. You don't know how to start over. You feel like you're so unsure of yourself and you're so wary of like starting a new relationship that you almost don't want to do anything. Like that's your energy right now. It's like you feel so defeated. Okay? Tell me about this 10 of Wands, please, for Gemini. Tell me about the Ten of Wands for Gemini, please. Tell me about the Ten of Wands for Gemini. Tell me about the Ten of Wands for Gemini. Tell me about the Ten of Wands for Gemini. Okay. The Nine of Cups talks about your emotional state, kind of like in relation to your own self. It's really your hopes and dreams card. It has to do with how you feel emotionally about yourself, about your own standing. Okay. It has to do with you feeling emotionally abundant, emotionally fulfilled, emotionally good overall, right? So the reason you're having such a hard time, even though this cycle has closed and this event has taken place, the worst part is over. The reason you're having such a hard time feeling emotionally fulfilled is because you can't seem to let this go. And it's causing you to feel like, how am I supposed to move forward, and how am I supposed to, you know, choose a new path for myself and pursue possibly a new love interest or start over when, I feel so defeated and I feel so depleted. And that's what I'm picking up right here. Tell me about this Nine of Wands. All right, we have the Three of Cups. I feel possibly that there may have been a third party situation here, meaning that there was another person that was influencing the success of this relationship. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be infidelity. It could be an in law whose input was negatively affecting the progress of this relationship. It could have been a friend, it could have been a coworker. It really could be anything. It doesn't even have to be a person, it could also be some kind of situation. Possibly siblings, children. It could be really anything. But I am getting the sense that something here was preventing the two of you from reconciling or from having a reunion. Okay. Tell me more about this Nine of Wands. Tell me more about this Nine of Wands. Why is it that you feel like you're ready to give up, like you just want to throw in the towel? Tell me about this Nine of Wands for Gemini, please. Tell me about this Nine of Wands for Gemini. Thank you. You have the World card. World card is major for Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. Um, that's the energy. It's a fixed card, fixed sign. Fixed card, I mean. I feel that you're just ready to move on. Like, I feel like you realize that this situation can't go on anymore. I feel like you've mastered your life lesson with this situation. Whatever lessons you were supposed to learn, through karma and through, fate intervening on your behalf. I feel like you've come to the understanding and you've come to accept now that this chapter has closed out. There's a sense of finality here, a sense of completion to this part of your life. And I'm picking up definitely a sense of it being bittersweet. It's like part of it was bad and you knew it wasn't working out and it was painful and possibly someone walked away or somebody left because of their inability to remain consistent and offer you something in terms of a stronger commitment or possibly um, just an overall back and forth energy of not being able to decide what they want. And you eventually went through the pain and you worked through the pain and you dealt with it. And now you're at a place where now you're starting to understand that that was supposed to happen. That was your opportunity to learn and grow and master that life lesson. Once we master life lessons, we evolve as people and we learn and grow from those experiences. And when we do that, the next experience that we have or the next relationship that we come across, we're less likely to make those mistakes again if you successfully mastered that karmic lesson, which I feel like you did, Gemini. Okay. Um, Let me get one more. This Three of Cups. Why is this Three of Cups here? Why is this Three of Cups here in reverse for Gemini, please? Why is the Three of Cups here? Okay. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. I feel like you were so preoccupied with thinking about this situation, Gemini, and you may even still be preoccupied with thinking about it. There was so much worry and anxiety and stress about whether or not possibly this person was going to choose you if there was another person involved. And there was also so much stress and anxiety about wondering if this person would ever fully commit and stop having that back and forth energy or actually make a solid decision and choose something that would work, in terms of solidifying your relationship. I feel like right now, though, it's not so much that you're in this place of worry and anxiety, because, like I said, I do feel like you were able to successfully close out and complete this life lesson. But I feel like now you're still like in this healing process. Like you need to take the time for yourself to kind of stop doing this, like to stop, thinking about what went wrong, what you could have done differently. What if I've done this? What if I've done that? There's just too much of it. Like you need to get out of your own head about this situation. Um, the fact that this hurtful energy is still in your current headspace and your current heart space is leading me to believe that it's preventing you from moving forward at this time. Okay. So let's take a look at some near future energy to see what you can expect coming around the corner. Okay. Spirit, can I have some near future energy, please, for Gemini? What can they expect moving forward? What can Geminis expect moving forward, please? What can Geminis expect moving forward, please? Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. We have the Three of Cups now in the upright. Near future energy for Gemini, please. Near future energy for Gemini, please, moving forward. Near future energy for Gemini, please. Near future energy for Gemini. Okay, we've got a few cards coming out. Actually, too many, but we'll take a look at them. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords again in reverse again. The Chariot. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And you know what? Let's take a look at this too. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is this Ace of Cups. I'm going to kind of slide that in there. This is great, though. I feel like moving forward, you're going to still continue worrying almost obsessively about whether or not there's a chance for a reconciliation here with your person. I feel like you want a reunion with this person and you still want to be successful and you want a reason to rejoice. But I also believe that you finally realize that this mindset that you've had over this situation is no longer serving you. And you do realize that it's time to release this, that it's time to let it go. And this is coming up for you. Okay. This is in your near future. I feel also that possibly somebody here who maybe was financially very stable, somebody who was financially very secure, somebody who was very reliable and practical and responsible with their money, may have invested unwisely or may come across a situation where they are feeling a sense of financial lack. Maybe there's going to be some kind of situation where this person is going to kind of lose money as a result of you maybe walking away from the situation, or possibly this may have been an earth sign person, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, doesn't have to be, but I feel like somebody really invested unwisely, or possibly they just really were not able to financially invest or support you in the future. I feel like that they're not able to provide for you enough in the future due to whatever the circumstances are. Okay. And I feel like you've come to realize that. And I feel like you're able to now release that energy that you were holding on to so tightly, that mindset, that idea, of hanging on to this way of thinking for so long. We finally realize that now you need to let that go. And this is all coming up for you in the near future. What I do see, good news is with this Ace of Cups, is as a result of you letting go of this energy or this mindset or even this person that you have been almost obsessively thinking about having a reunion with, or being able to make this work. Now that you're able to let this go, you are opening up a brand new opportunity for yourself in terms of acquiring new love, finding a new relationship, being emotionally happy, feeling that true sense of being the Nine of Cups, having that emotional abundance, right? Your wishes and your dreams will be fulfilled. So let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards in your near future for you. Let's start with the Chariot, because the Chariot is all about moving forward, overcoming your benchmarks. And look at this, you have the sun coming out. This is awesome. I feel like you're finally going to find that happiness that you were seeking, that sense of love. You're going to feel the warmth of the sun upon you. Okay. The Chariot is all about overcoming obstacles, like being able to finally find balance again in your life, being able to arrive at the place where you pictured yourself, feeling successful, feeling victorious, right? And it's fast moving. So I feel like you've kind of gone through it, this process of everything that has happened. I feel like there was longevity there, and that may have taken a long, long time to get to that point where you had that closure with the World card. But now I feel like you're finally coming to terms with things and you're able to really clear your head and process things in a logical way now. And now you're realizing that that situation was not beneficial for you. It was not meant to work out in your favor, and it was really there to kind of provide you with some karma that you had to work through, right? We all have to go through these phases in life of highs and lows, but you have the Ace of Cups and you have the Sun. I mean, it doesn't really get better than that. So now that you've mastered this lesson, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to um allow yourself some time to be single first? Are you going to actively start looking? But I feel like overall, you're going to find happiness. I mean, it's clear as day with these two cards. And look at this, also the Ace of Swords, another brand new beginning. You're going to find the clarity and the truth that you are seeking. You're going to have this like revelation, this aha moment about what it is that you need to do in terms of finding your own happiness and making yourself be emotionally available, psychologically available, and you're not going to bring any of this old baggage and this old trouble from your past because you've mastered that. You've closed out that cycle of behavior. You're not going to exhibit those patterns of behavior that got you into this relationship in the first place where you were feeling emotionally unfulfilled. Okay, so I love the ending of this reading. I am hoping that this is how it turns out for you. Let's get some advice from Spirit moving forward. Okay, so let's get some advice or messages from Spirit moving forward. Okay, Spirit, can I have advice or messages for Gemini moving forward? What would you like them to know? What would you like them to know moving forward with this situation, please? Whoa, that is way too many. Although only two popped out, I'm not going to take them because that was a mess. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Okay. One at a time, Spirit. Can I have some advice or messages, please, for Gemini moving forward? Advice or messages from Gemini moving forward. Whoop, this one wants to come out. Helpful people. There may be people around you that you feel that you can lean on as you kind of go through the motions and go through the steps of this healing process. Um, with this strength card here, remember I was saying you kind of maybe felt like you had to really lean on yourself. You didn't really have others to lean on as you was going through this process, and you really had to be very strong and exhibit a sense of, self kind of reliance here. Okay. Now, the yes card is coming up. So I feel like whatever question you've been having in your mind as I was doing this reading, Spirit is letting you know that it's a positive answer, okay, to whatever your question was. You'll have to take that as it resonates with you because I don't know what your question is. Let's get one more for this. Spirit, give me advice or messages, please, for Gemini moving forward. What do you want them to know? What should they come away with from this reading? Let's see. Advice or messages for Gemini, please let me know when you're ready. Thank you. Okay. You're getting the opportunity card. So remember I was saying over here with what you don't see coming, there's definitely going to be a brand new opportunity in love, a brand new opportunity to be happy again with the Sun card, to be joyous again. And you're definitely going to have this opportunity in the sense that you're going to receive the clarity or have the information necessary in order to make appropriate choices for yourself moving forward. You're going to have like a revelation or an aha moment about what this situation is, maybe what the difficulties were that you were having, so that moving forward you're able to conduct yourself in a way where you're not repeating the same patterns of behavior, because that's what this karmic kind of world card really has to do with, right? It has to do with closing out things that were no longer serving us. And with that Four of Pentacles, same deal. You learned to release things that are no longer serving you, and by changing our patterns of behavior, we ultimately change the outcome of our own future, right? We all have free will, and, happiness is not a given, it's a choice. And sometimes we have to change what we're doing because we can't expect other people to change. We can only change what we do and how we react to things and how we react to triggers and emotional things, so that moving forward, we can put ourselves in positions that are healthy in relationships. So I love the ending of this reading. This is what I have for you today, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Please hit that like button or that thumbs up. And like I said, if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love to have your subscription. It helps me out a lot here on YouTube, and it will entitle you to all of your readings as they're posted. You'll get a little icon on your YouTube channel to let you know that there are readings available for you. Okay? Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you at your next reading, and God bless. Have a great evening.